here, and welcome to. Okay, so first of all, I got a new setup. In case you couldn't tell, it's pretty great. Anyways, that's besides the point. So today we're doing something I've never done before, which is reviewing, or not real necessarily reviewing, but reacting to random YouTube videos. And I was watching this. It's a Jubilee video. I know, cringe, but typically, like I watch Jubilee videos. Like, I watch people react to Jubilee videos. I don't really watch their videos, but this one got recommended to me and it was posted recently. And I was just like, as a musician, I was watching this and I was just like, oh, I gotta react to this. So I've already watched like a good chunk of it, but otherwise the rest of it is just gonna be like my own actual, uh, you know, review, I guess, of it. Also, sorry, I had to refocus the camera. Anyways, we're gonna do that.
Have like a quick conversation about like how you would judge musical ability.
Being able to adapt and improvise is a big part of what is inherently a musician. Also, playing multiple instruments, I think, is a sure tell sign that you're talented musically across the board.
I would say
I can tell you right now, just based off of his definition, I can already tell his bias. Granted, I've already seen what happens, but literally in my head, when I heard him defining that, I was like, this bitch just described himself, didn't he? This bitch just described himself. Because, okay, granted, you know, I'm going to answer this question myself as a musician. So, I would describe somebody who's a really good musician. I would describe them being somebody who has mastered their craft on top of also mastered music. What does mastering music mean? Well, in my personal definition, I would say mastering music is just being able to feel the music, you know. I feel like improv kind of goes into that, but that's more jazz, right? So yeah, somebody who can just feel the music. And that's something that's interpretive, and, you can tell somebody yeah. So one thing that my band director always told me was the difference between an amateur and a professional is the professional makes it look easy. An amateur, they can be as good as they could be amazing. But if it looks like they're struggling, they're still an amateur. And you may be asking why. It's because they still have lots to learn. Because being a musician is more than just being able to play, it's also being able to present the music. Anyways,
there's like the skills, and then there's this sensibility, like how people are gonna feel about your music.
Even like different genres, I feel like I would judge it slightly differently. Like if I'm at like a prog or a metal show and I see some like drummer or someone just like going ham, I'm like, hell yeah. But if I'm at like a Phoebe Bridgers concert, I'm just like, yes, queen, break my heart. Like, you know?
Went through a breakup recently, so I wrote a song last week, and I actually wrote it on the piano, which I started playing last week, so.
this bitch just started playing piano? Okay.
The stars aligned so perfectly when I first met you. Could have sworn that we would get through anything. But the daylight came and washed away any chance of sanity. I need to be free. Free me from us.
I'm sorry, dude. Your voice. It's not. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. The piano was pretty good. It was very basic because it was just, chord progressions. But, ooh. I'm sorry, dude. Look, I'm not a good singer. And nor do I really know anything about, like, choir. Like, I never took choir. I wanted to, but it's just, no, man. Nope. I'm sorry. And I know that's like an emotional song for you because you just wrote it after a breakup. I'm sorry, dude. I'm judging it. I'm calling it as I see it. That was. Ooh. Honestly, like, not the intonation. The timbre was not bad. It was just the intonation. He was so out of tune. Yeah. Yeah. He's just out of tune. This bitch uses auto-tune. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And again, I have no room to criticize because I don't sing. I mean, I sing, but I don't. Or at least I'm not. I don't claim to be a singer. Let's put it at that. I am a. I never actually listed. I'm a trumpet player. I'm a French horn player. I know a little bit piano, and I just started learning how to play guitar. So I got 4 instruments under my belt, and I have played the baritone / euphonium. It's basically the same as trumpet, but low brass. But trombone, I don't know how to play. I could basically play any brass instrument if I really wanted to, because it's basically copy and paste. But anyways.
Thank you.
She broke down and let me in.
Shit. Hold on. I just realized something. Aw, let him go a little further. He had a nice voice. And fucking. Pretty sure this is 4 Seasons. Pretty sure that's the name of that. Okay, that was a bop. That was a pretty good bop. But the one thing I have to criticize him for is he just hasn't mastered each of those instruments. And again, I can't criticize because I'm not a string player. I am by no means a string player. That's clearly what he is. He's a string player. More props because string is fucking difficult. I've been trying to learn guitar. It's difficult. But he has not mastered all of them. The cello, though, was pretty good. So I think that might be his main instrument. Then guitar, and then he has this, like, electric, I don't know what it would be called, but it's like an electric string instrument, which I have seen those before. We actually had one in one of my marching band shows. It was interesting, but that's besides the point. Dude, this guy going ham. That is the face of a drummer, right there. That right there. Face of a drummer. I loved the drummer. Oh my god, dude, the drummer. He just boom. He fucking went. I love that dude. And then he did like the little like. Granted, he could have done the transition into the quiet part a little bit better, but I don't think he was planning on that. I think it was like a spurt of the moment. He's like, oh, I should try, like add in a bit of variety, and it just kind of like instead of like a instantaneous like. If he did that like better, I think honestly it would be like my favorite performance so far out of all of them. But yeah, anyways, let's continue. Let's give Mary a shot.
I'm about to lose my mind, about to lose my mind,
Okay. Again, okay, she has a gorgeous voice. Gorgeous. I love it. But the intonation. For the most part, the intonation was there. It was just on that little or whatever thing that she did that it was just like off. Granted, that's a hard thing to pull off, especially with that autotune, and to get it in tune. But yeah, it was just those things that really kind of made me go, ooh. But the other, like the rest of it, I was getting goosebumps and I was like feeling it. I was like, ooh, ooh, she coming for my soul. And that's how you know that someone is doing a good job. So, props to her. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys. I've already declared that I love classical, concert band, all that kind of stuff. Ugh. I mean, piano in general is a beautiful instrument, but like to hear somebody that actually knows how to play it and just is super flawless and blum, 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 and just like basically just touches. They just, you know, barely, touch the keys and they're just flawless. It's so gorgeous. So yeah, I loved his performance. It was just so good. The timing was there. It was very thoughtful. Each stroke just had its own purpose and he like knew what he was doing and like the weight of each of those keys that he pressed. It was on point. I loved it. Ooh, okay. Just reaching all the octaves. Dude. Okay. That was my favorite performance. Now, I'm not going to try to guess where they all put each other, but I'm telling you mine right now. First dude, 6th place. Easily 6th place. Next, I would probably... Hold on, let me see each of them again. Okay, so, him, right here, 6th place. Hands down. Like, intonation was just bad. Not my type of style for voice. And, yeah, I mean, the piano's very basic, so... And it was fine, but I can't really critique him on that. Next, honestly, I'm sorry, Michael. Pretty sure that was his name. Michael, you're going 5th. Just because you have not really mastered each of your instruments. The cello was pretty good. Granted, maybe they just Jubilee gave you the middle finger and cut you off while you were playing. Because the cello sounded amazing, and I love cello. Huge fan of cello. But, yeah, the other stuff, not my thing. Next, I would probably give... Oh. It's between him and her. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to say her. Just because the intonation wasn't there. And also, like, it's not really my style. So that's just me personally. I did enjoy, like, her guitar playing. And honestly, being able to sing and play guitar, like, I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. So, hey, props to her. But, piano, dude. Like, seriously. I love piano. And also, piano is just, it's a very difficult instrument to play. Guitar is also difficult. But piano, there's so much that you have to know about musicality, you have to know music theory. You have to, especially if you're doing anything improv, like piano. You have to master music theory in order to really be able to truly play it. And music theory is way more difficult than playing guitar, my honest opinion. And I mean, music theory, you need to know it for guitar as well, but it's so much easier to be able to randomly play a chord on guitar than it is on piano. That sounds like an insult to guitar players. I'm sorry, it's not an insult. I'm just saying, like, it's a lot easier to manage to get something musical out of guitar rather than piano. Like, hell, I can just play the guitar as is, and I can make music out of that. Whereas if I'm just randomly going on piano, it just sounds weird. So, for that reason, so far, 6, 5, 4, 3. Next, I'm gonna have to give it to the drummer dude. It's really neck and neck between him and her, but drummer gets second. I loved his performance. It was easily one of my favorites. But the only reason why he falls a little bit short is just because her performance was so fucking gorgeous. Like, it not only was it just amazing, but also she took advantage of all the octaves, literally all the octaves of the piano, intertwined them, and it was just a beautiful performance. So for that, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, you can't really see. There you go. 1. Summer. I believe that's her name.
Oh, shit. All right. One second.
Don't worry, we're not gonna take it personal.
I know. I'm sorry, but I'm just... All right.
It's
All right,
You got
so
it.
I would say 6. I thought you were phenomenal. You were absolutely brilliant. This is just tough because there's 6 of us here. So, like,
That's totally fine.
6?
5 for you, and I thought, like, you're...
Bitch. 5? 5. I'm insulted for her. This bitch got a vendetta against piano players. This bitch has a vendetta against piano players.
Your piano was also just so brilliant. Like, I thought, yeah, it was really crazy. 4 would be, I thought you were
That's all
sick.
you have
Your
to
voice
say?
is great. I would say 3. I thought you were phenomenal. Your voice is beautiful. I would say I'd give myself 2, but then I would give you number 1 just because.
This bitch has an ego. I'm calling it out right now. This bitch has a fucking ego. I'd give myself 2. But I'm gonna give you 1. He's like, oh, okay, this guy sounds the best. He thinks that he's the best. I'm willing to bet this bitch thinks that he is the best. But he's like, oh, I don't want to seem like, that I'm egotistical, so I'm gonna give someone else 1. Nah. That bitch has an ego. And, usually it's the people that have the bigger egos that are the worst musicians. I'm just saying, take it from a trumpet player. There's plenty of people in my section that have big egos and they weren't that great. I'm just saying.
The drums, that shit blew my mind. So I thought that.
Thank you,
I thought that
dude.
was, yeah, I thought
Beautiful
he was the man.
performance.
I mean, like, I'm just a huge fan of drums. The second I saw that, I was like, lit.
And we have to rank ourselves? Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna have to give you a 6. Just
Fucking get roasted! Get fucking roasted, bitch! Get fucking roasted. You deserve it. You fucking deserve it. Thank you, Michael.
because, I
Moving
didn't
on.
see a lot of musical stuff. Songwriting, it'd be probably a different number. 5, probably
You fucking tell that bitch. You tell.
one instrument. I didn't get a lot of variety.
Okay. That's where you lost me. That's where you lost me. I didn't get a lot of variety. Again, he's biased, but he's also probably going by his own definition. So for that, I will give him credit for if he's going by his definition alone, which they did ask at the beginning, like, what's everybody's definition? So if that's what he's going by, okay. He's being consistent, and I can appreciate that. But I still don't agree with the ranking.
Probably 4. I just saw a lot of drums. I love the drums, and you rip, but I didn't get a chance, I guess, to see like what else you could do. I'll give myself.
Okay. Again, if you're sticking by the definition, I get it. But this dude is a drummer. This dude is a drummer. I didn't see a piano in there. I'm just not really feeling like your musical at all. Like maybe get like a harmonica in there too. Like, I'm not really feeling that variety. Musicality has nothing to do with how many how many instruments you can play. Trust me. Some of the worst musicians I've ever met were the ones that could play every single instrument. I just no.
A 3, I'd probably give you a 2 just for your voice.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to give you a 1 just because not only did you basically nail that piece that you played, but like just the expression, the dynamic was like huge.
Exactly. This bitch got it right. I will give him credit for giving himself a 3. It's still a little up there, but it's not as bad as fucking bitch number 6, okay?
That makes sense what it was.
That's yes.
So good.
Definitely.
I'm gonna give you the 6.
Get fucking roasted. Yep. Mm-hmm. This bitch is like, oh, you give me a 6? You're getting a 6.
6. I mean, I like it. I felt like she broke my heart too. When you,
She probably
like,
did, bro. She probably did.
Okay, I'll give you the.
Oh, he's not happy. He's not happy. I saw the look in his fucking face. He was not happy with the 6. Yeah, she broke my heart too. This bitch is not happy. Telling you, he's fucking egotistical.
5. I would give you the 4. So I would give myself the 3rd. I think I'm gonna. Oh Jesus. I think I'm gonna give you the 2. Your piano, especially as a pianist myself. I think that's why I vibed the most with her. But just the piece that you played, I was like, wow.
Oh man, okay. Yeah, so I guess for 6th, just the lack of
Get fucking right. He's not happy. Oh my god, he's not happy. Look at his face. Look at this man's face.
experience, I guess. But I love your songwriting.
It seems to be a common theme.
I think it was absolutely beautiful.
Oh.
For 5, I guess maybe Daniel. 4, I would probably give to Sato. Yeah, I would give myself a 3. Probably Michael a 2. And then I'd say Mary, I'd give you a 1. I would listen to you like in the car on a late night drive. I got head chills when you were singing. So
I don't know if this is like a cop out. I think I'm just gonna give myself the 6 because is that lame? 'Cause
just right.
No, people underestimate drummers and percussionists so fucking much. I did the same thing in high school. I'm gonna be honest. Granted, I hated a lot of the percussionists because there was like, they were so fucking annoying, and also a lot of them were not good musicians. Hence why they were on drums. But like when I went to college for music, my eyes opened up so much more to percussionists because like the amount of not only instruments that they have to play, because they gotta play some random fucking sleigh bells, jing jing jing, or they gotta play the fucking glockenspiel, or like all kinds of random shit. They have to know each of those instruments. They need to know the specific instrument itself, not just the instrument, like as in, oh, okay, for the sleigh bells I gotta go jing 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 jing, but they also got to know that specific instrument that's in their department and be like, oh, okay, well, this one, has a missing bell in this random spot. So you got to make sure to hold it on like a certain angle so then you get the most sound out of it or some stupid shit like that. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a thing. I'm just making that up. But, so there's a lot that goes into percussionists on top of the fact that a lot of the times they're just sitting there in the middle of band class, just being like, oh, here comes. Okay, flutes. But yeah, so percussionists get a lot of shit, and they don't get the attention that I think that they deserve because, high school, they're really fucking annoying, let's be real, but yeah, no, I think percussionists don't get the attention that they deserve, which granted, a lot of them are annoying, and a lot of them probably would get off on that attention, so, don't really give them the attention, but, like, acknowledge them. Yeah, that's more so a joke. Anyways,
Rank yourself honestly.
a 1.
I'm really sorry. I think I'm gonna give you the 6.
Go ahead, say it. Say it. Be honest. Tell us how you feel.
The song was like super moving and beautiful, and I would want to see it. So I feel like that
Did you
discredits
cry?
you a lot.
Did you cry?
In the inside a little bit. I think I'll give myself the 5. I think I'm gonna give you the 4, and it might just be because I'm in a band and I'm like always seeing guitarists. I think I'm gonna give you the 3, but god damn it, you were so good. But I'm also very like pop and rock oriented. And then I think I'm gonna give you 2nd, but in terms of like 1 of like I think what I would want to go see on a Friday night, I think it would be you because beautiful voice and
Thank you.
solid guitar playing.
Thank you so much.
I honestly, I like his ranking. Like, I feel like he was being the most honest. I feel like he ranked himself pretty low in comparison. He should, I mean, I think that tells a lot about him as a musician and also just as a person.
Do you feel like it's a betrayal that you voted the person 6 who voted you first?
I was literally thinking that. I was like, no, this is like
But he's not that
the
good.
worst. I think we all have an understanding that in a songwriting scenario is much different than like come out here and show your chops. So
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to give you the 6 just based off of the fact that I think if you practice more piano and you know you get those quote unquote 10,000 hours, because I think songwriting and being able to accompany yourself is extreme.
So, anybody watching this video, I don't know if any of y'all are musicians as well. Leave a comment. Tell me what instrument you play. I love to hear about fellow musicians, but there's a, I mean, this applies to a lot of things, but like my band director would especially say, like, if you invest 10,000 hours, you have mastered your instrument. Like, that's a thing. If you master 10,000 hours in anything, you will have mastered it. And so, you know, that was always kind of a thing, like, get to 10,000 hours, and, you know, then you've mastered an instrument. I just thought that was kind of a funny little thing that she said.
Extremely important. I'm gonna give myself the 5. I would give you the 4 because you went crazy. Like there was like 20 different time signatures that you were playing right now. Like that was ridiculous.
That's a bit of an
I think
exaggeration.
I'm gonna give you the 3. I'm gonna give you the 2 just because I almost cried when you played. I'm gonna give you the 1. The fact that you can pick up so many different instruments and play it so well is something that I strive as an artist. Like I want to be able to play like 20 different instruments.
Okay, I can appreciate that. I can understand that. I feel like it's cool to be able to play different instruments. I completely understand that. That's kind of actually what I've been striving to do, which is why I have, you know, I've been picking up piano and doing guitar. And here shortly I want to learn how to play the drums because, you know, I think it'd be fun to pick up a drum set and just be able to just rock out. But yeah, so I can, you know, I like her ranking. I think she I think she might have the hots for this dude right here. Just I've seen the way that she's been looking at him. I'm like, "Oh, okay. Okay." Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she's got a thing for him.
Playing right now, like that, able to play like 20 different instruments. That's all.
You know, the
He
fact
not
that
only played instruments I've like literally never heard of. I didn't know that that's the instrument that's played in the background of SpongeBob. I had no idea. And he didn't even play.
but like the fact that she ranked Summer under him, I was just like, okay. But I mean, maybe she really enjoyed his performance, maybe, but I'm pretty sure she's got a thing.
All the instruments he knows.
Yeah, let's go.
Number 6 is Julius.
Oh my god, look at his face. Also, that was a really bad frame to freeze on. Oh my gosh. He's not happy. Not happy at all. Bitch is not happy. Telling you, he got an ego. Okay, a lot of musicians do have egos, which makes sense. I know I'm gonna be honest. I kind of have an ego to an extent. To an extent. Like, it depends on my environment. Like in college, oh, my ego was gone. I didn't have a fucking ego. I knew I was at the bottom of the barrel. I barely got in. I know where I stand. But if I know I'm in good standing, oh yeah, I have an ego. But I think that's kind of how it is with most people, you know? Like in high school, I kind of had an ego. I would say I was pretty humble for the most part, but I knew my shit in comparison to everybody else. That was it, really. But like, I'm not gonna go up to a fucking world class trumpet player and be like, 1v1 me, bro. Like, no, I'm not that hot shit. Like, I was kind of shit, but I wasn't hot shit.
Number 5 is Summer. Number 4 is Daniel. Number 3 is Michael. Number 2 is Mary.
What?
And number 1 is Sarah.
Yeah, that's exactly
What? Whoa, dude, I'm actually a little surprised by these. What? Wow. Okay, Instagram's a little interesting.
That's because of what I'm saying.
Hold the phone. I just saw that eye roll. Hold on. Watch his face. Watch his face.
That's because of what I'm saying.
Watch. Bitch did an eye roll. Bitch did an eye roll.
Obviously, you know, like, a little disappointed I got in last, because if you ain't first, you're last. But it was, these people are amazing musicians and instrumentalists and everything. You know, I thought I did a good job. I always do. I think I do a really good job of representing, like, my vulnerability, just being, like, as honest as possible. I think I did my job. I think, you know, I'm proud of what I did.
Okay. I can tell he's hurt. But he acknowledges what he's good at. And, you know, I think maybe, you know, music writing might be his thing. And hey, that's fine. Everybody has a thing that they do. In, you know, composition, it's not an easy thing. Trust me. I've done my own compositions. It's not easy. It took me about I think it was a year and a half to compose a French horn quartet. And only now am I like really like, this is presentable. But even then, it's not finalized. Like, yeah, it took me forever to finish that. So if you can compose music and do it well, that's a really impressive thing in my book. And especially if you can also write songs, like, damn, a good lyricist is hard to come by.
I was glad that I got #1 for the audience, but I feel like it's very subjective. And in terms of the ranking by musicians, I got 4, and I was also fine with it. It's how they felt, you know, and you cannot really argue with that. So, yeah.
Music. I liked his outlook on that. He was very humble, and I love a humble musician, and they're hard to come by because a lot of musicians have fucking egos. Is that a flute in the background? Not the flute. Who played the flute? I need to know. Who brought the flute? Nobody played the flute. And I'm a little sad. I want to see the flute.
Music for me isn't a competition, it's an art form. It's something that makes me feel like I can express myself and connect with other people, which is something that has always been super important to me. So
that's good, at least. My final thoughts on the video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like because you like it, comment because you got something to say, and subscribe because you want to see more of this. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.